Hey, what's going on? My name is Jack Lane. Welcome back to a brand new video here at the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a brand new Spider-Man 4 rumor. Let's jump straight into the video. This comes from comicbookmovie.com, and this is what they have to say. Sydney Sweeney offered the role of Black Cat in Spider-Man 4. There are several Sydney Sweeney rumors doing the rounds at the moment, and we can now add another to the list as the highly in-demand Euphoria star is said to be in line to play Black Cat in Spider-Man 4. Another day, another Sydney Sweeney casting rumour, and this time the highly in-demand young Anyone But You star is said to have been offered the chance to play a character she's been fan cast as for quite some time. According to My Time to Shine Hello, Sweeney has the offer to play Black Cat in Spider-Man 4. Remember, this is just a rumour anyway. Of course, Sweeney has already appeared in Sony Pictures' Madame Web as Spider-Woman, but we have previously heard that she has had talks in Marvel Studios about the different roles. Also, Madame Web's dismal box office performance means a sequel is highly unlikely, and we don't see Sony or Marvel deciding to revisit those characters in any other projects anytime soon. I'd say they're going to eventually revisit them at some point, but not anytime soon. However, how much stock should we put into this? Sweeney is a hot commodity in Hollywood, so we'd have no problem believing that Marvel would reach out and attempt to bring her back into the fold as Felicia Hardy. That said, this particular insider has become a lot less trustworthy of late after breaking some pretty significant scoops last year. What do you think? Would you like to see Sydney Sweeney suit up as Black Cat in the next Spider-Man movie? And you can go to comicmovie.com, drop him a comment, or you can leave me a comment here and let me know your thoughts. Carrying on with the article, rumours aside, we still know very little about Spider-Man 4 and how it is shaping up. Sony's Tom Rothman and Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige are believed to have had some disagreements when it comes to the overall plot, with the latter hoping to scale the multiverse elements back for a smaller story. Rothman, meanwhile, is said to want to capitalise on No Way Home's success by bringing Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield back as their respective takes on Peter Parker. Holland will of course return as the MCU's Spidey, alongside Zendaya as MJ, but the actor is believed to be growing weary of playing the iconic hero, so this could be his final solo outing as the web crawler, though he will almost certainly play a part in one of the upcoming Avengers films. I think that's maybe one or both, but he's only entitled, his contract states he only has to do one MCU non-Spider-Man appearance, and if he's done with the role after 4, they're not going to be extending that. We have the best in the business working towards whatever the story might be, Holland said in a recent interview. But until we've cracked it, we have a legacy to protect. Holland explained that the third movie was so special in so many ways that we need to make sure we do the right thing. The No Way Home scribes, Chris McKenna and Eric Summers, are writing the new script. And that's it. That's all that's really been said. So, Sydney Sweeney being offered the role of Black Cat. Yeah. I don't mind that. Sydney Sweeney, I reckon, would do a great job as Black Cat. And there's not really much else to talk about with this rumour. It's a rumour that's come up. My thoughts are, yeah, she was one of the most enjoyable parts, I think, of Madame Web, in my own opinion. And I hated that film. I hated it a lot like everyone else. It wasn't a great film. But she's done other things that I've also loved. The Anyone But You with Glenn Powell. Like that, I loved that film. It was such a fun film. And she can play a versatile of roles. I'd love to see Tom Holland and her have that lust and that forbidden love relationship that they have in that Black Cat and Spider-Man have in the comics. I'd love them to delve into that a bit more. The comment about Tom Holland growing weary of doing more Spider-Man, I don't think that's true. He is supposedly doing Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6. That's what they're talking about. Sony, at the moment, Rothman wants to seem to be doing another No Way Home, which could destroy the franchise. because you've done it once, it worked. You can't keep repeating the same thing. And you're like, well, you can. I mean, you can't. Because if you were to do that movie again with a different tone, a different plot, but you were to bring them back again, then everyone would be like, oh, so we're doing this again. Oh, okay. Well, we've seen this. We loved it. But do we want to see it again? Bear in mind, it's only been 3 years since that film released. And by the time that this movie comes out in 2026, it'll have been 5 years. You can't do legacy sequels. You can't do nostalgia bait when you only did it 5 years prior. Nostalgia takes time to build up. But I'd love to see them again in 2026, 2027, but not in a Spider-Man film. Bring them in for the Avengers. Do that. Now, I think that's what they're doing. I think because it's looking like it's a July movie. And I've done a video on this being set in the Battle World. It ties in with what their multiverse is doing at the moment, the multiverse saga. It ties in with what Sony wants to do with it. And Kevin Feige's like, can't it be a prequel to this? Because we don't want another one of these. We want to start developing the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I guess if Tom Holland is done with the role, right? This is just a thought. Why not bring Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man into the MCU? Have his Spider-Man goes into the portal with MJ and Ned. Just he goes into the Amazing Spider-Man world. Andrew Garfield goes into the MCU. And you can keep it going that way with Spider-Man. And it makes sense. Like, that would, I guess, be fine. Because they're doing a soft reboot anyway. I think doing this twice, it's a bit like Toy Story, innit? You can't hit lightning. Lightning very often doesn't strike twice. It did in Toy Story's case. Now they're doing a 5th one. And I think doing this again at this moment in time, when the film previous did it, if there had been like another film in between, another Spider-Man film in between, then maybe it'd be alright. But we're jumping back into Spider-Man where no one knows who he is. No one knows his identity. He has no friends. He has no allies. He needs to build up relationships again. Right? And then we're getting the two Peters, the other two Peters back in. And I guess it feels kind of cheap because there's a story there that I want to see. And remember, if you cast your minds back to 2020, when they were talking about Spider-Man 4, no, when they were talking about Spider-Man 3 even, there was conversations about it. Or 2021, whatever it was. And they said in the interview that Tom Holland said, we have 2 scripts. One we really want to do, and the other one's the backup, right? And the backup plan was supposedly featuring Kraven the Hunter. And Tom Holland said, I don't want to disclose it in case we use it later on. He doesn't want to give anything away. And it's like, why not use that story? Maybe they are. But why not use that story to develop this new Spider-Man? Because Tom Holland is a new Spider-Man. Remember? He had a soft reboot of his own after No Way Home in 2021. So who knows? I think we've had Spider-Man films for every 2 years. We had one in 2017, 2019, 2021. And we haven't had one for 3 years. And the next one can't be a rehash of what we've already seen. That's just my thoughts. I don't want to hear yours down in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on Sydney Sweeney being Black Cat? I love the idea of it. What's your thoughts on Spider-Man 4 going back, doing what Spider-Man No Way Home did once again? What's your thoughts there? This is sort of the 2 combined topics in one video. Just because it was brought up in the article, I thought, why not talk about that? Because we don't know much about the Sydney Sweeney casting. It's just a rumour at the moment. And I'm all for it. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Our goalpost has changed. We are moving the goalpost to 50 subs. That is where I want to be at the end of this month. Can we do it? I think we can. So everyone, let's just keep building this community. I'm loving talking to you guys, engaging with you guys in the comments. So yeah, as always, stay cinematic. I'll see you later. Goodbye for now.